Hello, and welcome to our live stream from Gotham Sound. This is my first time coming back after our new move, which you should come check out our new space. I hope you all can make it. It's 36th Street and 36th Avenue in Queens, and it's really a pretty amazing space. So today I wanted to introduce and talk about a new product, and we have the product's inventor. Rolf is with me on our live stream. Rolf, how do you pronounce your last name?
Actually, it's German. It's quite difficult. It's Eichenseher.
Eichenseher.
Eichenseher, and it's literally it's meaning it's oak watcher.
Oak watcher?
Oak watcher, yes.
My last name translates to tailor, I've been told.
Yes, this is correct, and it's quite popular here.
All right, good. That's good. It's popular in my family too. But,
yes.
Awesome. Well, Rolf, welcome. Thank you so much for agreeing to do our live stream. It's actually great. This is our first time meeting virtually, face to face. We've communicated before. I came to know your company because your company made a Cat5 digital audio snake that translated ADAT signals to Cat5 and back again.
Yes, this is correct.
And it worked off of 12 volts, which for our industry is always wonderful.
I have such a device with me here. Mm-hmm. This is, can you see it?
Yes, yeah? That's the one, yeah.
It's Cat5. Two Cat5 actually for daisy chaining. Mm-hmm. And here's the second port, and on the back you have 8 ADAT I/O ports along with MIDI, and it's just plug and play, and it works as you hook up your ADAT locally, but with a maximum 100 meters or 300 feet distance in between.
And as I recall, it's very economical. It was
yes.
List price in US dollars. Do you remember?
It's, if you the full features 64 channel system is if you have you need two extenders, one on each side, and if you put them together, I think it's a little bit above $1,000.
Right, which I think made it the most affordable digital snake out there.
Yes.
For our purposes, and 12 volts, and it was super reliable. It is super reliable.
Yes, it's still super reliable. But as time goes by, people have start to ask me, what is this? What protocol is spoken on the Cat5 connector? Is it a true network? And unfortunately, it is not a true network.
It's the physical layer, but that's where the similarity ends.
Yeah. Yes.
And so that, I mean, and I should also say you have a kit that we installed in our 8-channel preamps that turn any or almost any sort of 8-channel preamp into a remote controllable preamp, which of course worked with your snake kit.
Yes.
And also super reliable, and also worked off of DC. And for me it was sort of fascinating because at the time the people that were sort of answering the need for these products were doing it in a much more expensive and complicated way than those of us that just needed to get audio from here to there and control something.
Yes.
And I always appreciated that. And then the world kind of moved on to, like you started to say, what sort of networking protocol can we combine with audio?
Yes.
And that's when, I don't even know how I got it. I guess I was on your mailing list, but you announced the multiverter.
Yes.
And that seems to be the perfect evolution for us and for you as a company as well, which I'm excited about, and I'm happy to share with everybody. Tell us a little bit about the multiverter.
Yes, the multiverter is a multi-in-out digital audio bridge. Mm-hmm. And I will show you something. The idea behind this came, you know what this is?
We can't quite see
Can
it.
you see this?
Yeah.
It's a sort of adapter plug for power.
Let's see it. Like we missed it. Hang on. Yes,
Okay.
there it is.
Okay.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Okay. This is a US, and you can slide it in and slide it out. This is a UK plug. This is I know this is a Chinese plug, I think. And you have a Swiss plug, and you have a Italian plug, and you have basically all sort of plugs here.
Now that is not the multiverter, just for those following along.
No. This is, but to give you an idea of what the multiverter is about.
Yes.
And on the back, the other side, you have plugs for Germany and France, and you have a US sockets for everything. So
Genius,
with this device, you can do everything in to anything out as you like, no matter which plug I have, and no matter in which country I am traveling to, I can always adapt.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing in the digital audio world is the multiverter. I have one here with me. I think this product is best if presented if I show it from the back, because.
Yes.
Okay, let's start from the most obvious. Ports. You have two power inlets.
Here, back it up just a little bit so the camera catches focus. Yeah, eventually. Look, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
I have only a very tiny edge of my screen, and I cannot tell if it's focused or not. Okay, now?
Yeah, it's good enough. Good enough. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and of course we do need light. We have here AC inlets. We have redundant. We have also what you mentioned, DC power inlet, because the system can also be powered from a battery.
Yes, amazing.
This is a 9 to 18 volts, and you can use this as standalone or as battery redundant backup. Then we have, and that's where it starts to get interesting, and we have 8 ADAT in and 8 ADAT out ports. We have a PC USB port. We have an extension port. I'll tell you later about this.
Good.
We have a MADI optical in out. We have RS485 for remote control purposes. We have MADI coaxial, MADI twisted pair, AES50, a word clock in out, Dante and AES67, 2 ports for redundant setup, and last but not least, a MIDI in out for remote control.
Yes. It's nice to see MIDI in there still.
The challenge when designing this device, one of the biggest challenge was to get all these connectors fitted into one unit rack case. And what can the multiverter do for you? It can, I'll hook it up. You can now, you see these, yes, this is. Oh, it's flickering.
Yep.
It's flickering at yours.
It's all right. We got it.
Okay. I have now here a routing matrix, which is everything in to everything out. You can do from ADAT to ADAT, or MADI optical, or MADI coaxial, or let's connect ADAT in to ADAT out, and MADI optical and MADI coaxial. So, and you can do Dante is, for example, you can hook up Dante to AES50. Yes. you can play around with it. It's just like a patch panel where you can make and break connections if you like.
Fantastic. So, for example, if I have a Behringer X32 board and I need to interface it to somebody's Yamaha QL console, I can put the multiverter in between and it'll happily allow the AES-50 from the Behringer to talk to the Dante from the Yamaha console.
Yes, this is absolutely this is the intention of this device, to fit different worlds together, to interface Yamaha consoles with Behringer stage boxes or Behringer mixing consoles to some MIDI stuff or what you like to do. Everything is possible, and you can see here this RS485 is compatible to the Yamaha head-amp remote protocol.
So how would that work in practice if I wanted to control a, let's say, a Yamaha preamp from my Behringer console? Could I do that?
That should be possible. Not in the first version because it's a software functionality, but it is planned, and I have all the information required to do that.
Great.
This should work, or this would work like, what do you want to do? A Behringer console and a Yamaha
preamp, or even the reverse, a Yamaha console to a Behringer preamp.
Both ways are possible.
That's great.
The Behringer remote protocol is embedded into the AES-50 data, and the Yamaha head-amp speaks RS485, the standard Yamaha protocol, and this device is able to translate information from one interface to the other, and as well as translating the Behringer protocol to the Yamaha one and vice versa.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. And there's a whole host of legacy, well, they're not legacy really, but MADI mixers and MADI preamps as well that can be now part of a bigger network thanks to this device.
Yes. It's like a legacy bridge, for example. Everything you have a legacy stuff with a MADI or aided connections you can hook up to Dante, and the extension port is actually, it looks like an HDMI connector, but it is not HDMI. It's just a proprietary extension. This is a connector for a breakout box. If you have the need to talk any digital protocol which is not in the device itself, but for example the Tascam protocol, or AVB.
Yes.
There will be small breakout boxes with all this stuff.
So AVB would be huge, and that would sort of settle the whole AVB versus Dante.
AS3. There will be another device in the same size, which is a AS3 breakout box.
Fantastic. And then if I may make a suggestion, a SDI breakout box, something that can de-embed HD SDI audio would be great.
Okay.
And Rolf,
I will collect all these suggestions and then go step by step.
Fantastic. Tell me about the USB port on there. Is that for control only, or is that an audio interface?
No, this is control and firmware update only.
Great. Okay.
There is no audio functionality whatsoever, because if you want to do audio, you have the Dante port.
You have Dante, and you can just get a virtual sound card.
Yes, and this is much more powerful than only USB.
Yes, agreed. And so, tell me about the price of this, your anticipated US retail price.
Yes, this is $2,500 $798 US dollars.
It's a great price. It's priced really well for everything that it does. I think it's fantastic.
Great. Very, very, very glad to hear this.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's incredible. So I think we also ought to say that we're talking a week later than we originally planned.
Yes.
Because you had an incredible event happen this time last week.
No, actually it was yesterday, but we thought it was this time last week.
Uh-huh.
It was a due date, but actually my wife gave birth to my second child yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday, yes.
Incredible. That's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow. And name? What?
Yes, it's Moritz. It's tricky. I don't know the English translation. It's I don't know. Moritz is very German.
Name. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Congratulations.
Yeah.
How did you get into this business? What possessed you to make audio electronics?
Oh, actually, I was studying mechanical engineering and automotive construction in Germany.
Uh-huh.
And then we students in the student home, we live together, and we want to have our goal was to have sound all over the place in every room with a central music box. And so I started thinking how this can be done over Cat5 cable and so on and so on. And then from this, the first aided extenders, which small boxes like this one.
Yes.
Aided in, Cat5, aided out. I thought about that, and then the funny thing was I had originally I had these hi-fi guys in mind.
Mm-hmm.
for home audio and high-end stuff. So this device was called Toslink extender.
Got it.
Because it's Toslink. And I sold, I think, about one a month or so.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't really a business this time. And then one day, a guy from Mercedes-Benz called me. He was responsible, I think, for car hi-fi and the testing lab. And he asked me if this device is also capable of transmitting aided over Cat5. And I never heard of aided before. And I said, I don't know. I'll send you one. Let's check it out.
Sure.
Okay. And it was successful. And then I Googled about what's aided. And then I got into this pro audio business. And then what I did is I changed the sticker from Toslink extender to aided extender, and then I sold about 50 a month or so.
That's great. That's fantastic. Just from one sticker.
Just for one sticker, and then people it was crazy because people always bought 4 of it.
Huh.
And I've been asking people why 4? Why do you always buy 4 of it? Okay, they told me, you have a Yamaha mixing console.
Yeah.
And you have one Cat5 cable has 4 twisted pairs, and you can run 4 with a little bit of fiddling or.
Sure.
So the next logical step was to make this device, which integrates 4 of these, or now 8 of these, into a single one.
Yes.
And yes, from that we are now here. And since 1 year or so, this is my only business. I quit my job. I was originally a software guy, and now I'm doing only this. And I hope it will hit the market very soon.
You weren't working for Volkswagen, were you?
No. I did work for Porsche,
uh-huh.
but I know, and they told me that they have exactly the same problems.
Oh my God! All right,
Yes,
that might
yes,
be
yes.
breaking news. I think this is a first. All right, that's scary. That's wow.
Oh, it's been a long time, and I I never understood why it took so long for this thing to come out.
Yeah, it's. I mean, people. There were. That's actually interesting too because people were saying, well, if all of our sort of automotive electronics and everything that we rely on for safety and transportation were
Yes.
open source, people could have seen the code and it would have been recognized much sooner, and sort of like an argument for making
Yes,
it
this
less
is
closed.
kind of true. Yes, but I think this is it's so. You can save lots of money, or people thought that they can save lots of money by just cheating.
Yes. Well, it's yeah. I mean, in theory,
It's
it's
just
great if
cheating.
you don't get caught,
Yes,
but
you have a
you
bit
always get
in
caught.
the control software. You have one bit says, okay, I'm on the test stand or I'm on the road, and what you are doing with this bit,
Right.
up to you.
It reminded me when I was younger and into video card stats for video
Yes.
games. You know, there were always these accusations that NVIDIA would lobby against ATI, that each was
Oh,
able to detect when they were being benchmarked and then sort of have
yes, yes,
algorithms
yes,
optimized for that. But I never
yes.
thought that a car manufacturer or manufacturers would do that for these purposes. But yeah, it was interesting. Well, I'm glad you were not, just I'll say it again, you were not involved with Volkswagen Software and you quit your
No,
day
no.
job. And congratulations. This is I think the multiverter is going to be a hit, especially now that I understand we're not just locked into the connectors on the back. You have an expansion port, so
Yes,
as different opportunities and ideas come, you can expand it. It's
yes,
great. I
true.
mean,
Absolutely.
last week we were working on, somebody came to us and they said, you know, I like the convenience of Dante, but I have to get everything embedded on an SDI signal. You know, how do I do that?
Yes.
And in the shop, you know, we love our Yamaha boards and we love our Behringer boards, the X32 series. And we've been thinking for months, how do you integrate these things? So,
Yes.
you know, it's exciting.
I think this is a stranger from a one man company like I run, because I'm not a Behringer guy and I'm not a Yamaha guy, and I do not tell people my system is the only one and all others are tolerated or at best.
Yeah, right. Is it like what were some of the design challenges of the multiverter? Like, was there something that you were particularly challenged by that you were happy that you were able to overcome?
Uh, yes, a challenge to get all these connectors arranged here and to fit them all. But from the software, it was particularly a challenge to make the device as low latency as possible.
Yeah. What
Um,
is the latency, by the way?
Latent, it is of course interface dependent, but once you have the data in here, interface latency is, for example, in MADI, it's one sample. Then you have conversion latency, which is 3 samples.
Mm-hmm.
And you have output latency, which is again the interface latency. So in case of MADI, you have 1 plus 3 plus 1. You have 5 samples latency overall for conversion.
And just to reiterate, that's 5 samples.
Yes,
So
that is 5 samples.
five
Yes,
48,000ths of a second, if that's your
yes,
sample rate. That's low latency for our purposes at least.
yes.
You know, some of our wireless, the latency can be 4 milliseconds.
Yes,
So,
this is also where Dante has some shortcomings, because it's a high level protocol, but the drawback is of course latency. And if you use even the hardware Dante module, which is integrated here, latency of I think it's around 1 millisecond or so.
Right.
But these 1 millisecond is, I think, if we count in samples, 48 samples, this is huge compared to MADI or MADI TP, or even AES-50 is much better in terms of latency than T.
And that's because Dante, that's what gives Dante its strength, is that it works at such a high level protocol, but it's also, it's kind of Achilles heel. Do you think, do you know much, have you used Dante a lot? Like, what's your sense of Dante? It's taken over our industry by storm.
Yes, I think it's very simple to use, and it gives the good thing about it is that it's not only an audio connection, but it's also an entire routing and distribution system. And you can patch on your PC. You can patch sinks and sources as you like. You have a clock distribution, everything in once with a beautiful user interface. And this is, I think it's for a different purpose than MADI or AES-50. These are point-to-point links, and Dante has its strength that it's a true network, running up from normal gigabit network on a gigabit network device and switches. Nothing special required, and that's really a strength.
I agreed. I think we should wrap it up. I'm just going to check and see if there's any.
Yes.
There goes the there goes the iPad. I'm just going to check and see if there's any questions, and I don't see any. So I think, Rolf, you have a baby to get back to, and
yes.
a mom, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And congratulations. Oh, when is the Appsys? When is the multiverter shipping?
The first pilot series, these are 30 devices here. Yes, 30 devices. They are shipping at the December. I had some usual delays with parts not being available, but that is sorted now. And I just called my assembly guy to start assembling. And yes, as said, first device will ship in late December.
Awesome. Excellent. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I hope we do this again, and I hope to meet you in real life soon. And thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Ciao. Bye. All right. So next week we are going to talk and have and show the Sound Devices CL12. So tune in for that. It'll be same time this next week. And ideas, as always, are welcome to info@gothamsound.com. Our archive, which you should check out, is vimeo.com/gothamsound. Thank you for watching. Multiverter coming soon to you. Thanks, everybody.